Welcome back, YouTube. This is another edition of Do the Science, Street Interview Reaction Insider, Voice of Reason, and Voice of Do the Science. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lot of what I would call points of interest popping off on the Real Right and Uncut platform. New characters sharing their stories, traumas, dramas, for better or worse. Nonetheless, they still giving it up. On camera and with consent. Out of ignorance in some cases, consensually, nonetheless. Telling lies to the people in order to collect a small nominal fee. Then they run back to the jungle and try to survive another damn day. I would say this is the majority of the content we are seeing on the platform. And it's a lot of content on the platform. More than I can keep up with, for that matter. Many new faces looking for the platform to save them in one way or another. New faces like April, Clint, Curly. Some old faces y'all know and love, Neek, Snow, Chocolate. Battling their addictions, probably trying to get a little fame, hopefully looking for a lifeline or some way out of the rut. And then you got some crack rats. They trying to increase their clientele list by way of their newfound fame, in my opinion, allegedly. No shade to them, no shade, no shame. I'm not trying to knock nobody's hustle here. And I'm not trying to act like I know y'all. I don't have to know you on bullshit, though. I get that from my life experience. Like I said, it's a lot of content on that platform. A lot of folks' story is still in development, and some folks' story just don't interest me enough to talk about it on Do the Science. I'm drawn more to the interviewees who love the camera, guys, and love the attention. They tend to be the more open and honest. At least they say shit we perceive as honesty. Whether it's truth or not, who knows? And some of the liars get my attention. It's just difficult to do the science on what I perceive as a fake backstory and a fake front story. Just being honest. Some of y'all interviewees, new and old, come off as not authentic, and I just can't get charged up for that shit. With that said, some of them folks getting hella views. Hella views. So y'all people definitely coming for it. I'll have to catch up with them at some point later on down the line. Right now, I'm focused on what I'm drawn to, which is the more center area of the Real Right and Uncut content. What's the center area, y'all ask? Guys, I would split it into two groups that are separate from the rest of the field on the platform. The first group, VC, Penelope, Rob, Lisa, Marley, etc., etc. And any people you would associate with them, add to the group. And then there's the more viral, crackhead, crash out nucleus of the platform. The second group, KD, Stephanie, Mike, Hollywood, Crystal, Joel, and whoever else you would associate with them. Y'all know this second group, the KD clan, is where the compelling and controversial conflicts take place, in my opinion. A lot of questionable shit too, to be fair. And these are just a few questions that I would ask. People, will we ever see Crystal again on camera? Are KD and Crystal still cool? Are Crystal and Ghost still cool? Or did the private phone call with her, Todd, and Pro V that was eventually released on Pro V's channel seal her fate? These are questions I want answers to, among others. I don't know about y'all. In my highest view video yet, I talked about that betrayal. And we indeed did the science. Pro V went on to say recently he received a text from Todd referring to that very call, y'all. And in that alleged text, Todd explained that he was indeed touched, pressed, retaliated against, in other words, for said call, allegedly. Blow V even showed the text thread in this recent video. At least he showed a text thread. Was it actually from Todd? Who knows? Old Blowface is not above the tricks and gimmicks, guys, in my opinion. The fact that he even exposed himself in that way by showing us that alleged text thread that proves Todd was indeed against that private phone call being public. Hello? Because he was shitting on old Ghost and sullying his name tells me all I need to know about the Pro V enterprise. Views over everything over there, fair to say, guys. With that said, all these players play a part. Villain, hero, and victim. And we can be reminded by watching content like Real, Right, and Uncut, there's a little bit of villain, hero, victim in all of us. There's a lot of stones being thrown from glass houses in this sector, guys. And that's no shade. Y'all get y'all shit off. I just feel that the humanity of the subject matter demands more than just name calling, stating the obvious, and playing police on YouTube. When we're talking about real people and real lives, I just prefer to advance the conversation. You know what I'm saying? To a safe space where nobody's going to jail. Nobody's getting hurt from anything that I say. Pro Blow V. And hopefully somebody can learn from it. With that said, we call shit out too. And some people might get called some names, like Zombie Crackhead from Hell or Uncle Underwood. But that will never be what we prioritize unless pushed to do so. Otherwise, I come in peace, hoping that Penelope can turn her life around and get back to being a baddie. When Neek will finally hear some advice that she will take heed to. What kind of person is Stephanie, really? And is KD ever going to shut up? All these questions and queries we can see play out on the content, guys. Maybe we'll get some answers. Maybe somebody watching this platform or any other in the sector hears something they needed to hear to make a better choice in their life, or see something they needed to see to avoid the same traps. I believe this is what we all want. Whatever the case may be, I'm here for it. Because somebody got to do the science, of course. Like, share, subscribe, hype us up. Peace.